Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Raid Shadow Legends, and I want to show you guys the Iron Twins Fortress. I want to showcase my most consistent team so far. I use this on all affinities, and look how fast it is. 137. I kept playing this today. And I did actually accept the gems because I realized I did too many and couldn't make a video. So content creator issues, yeah. I wasn't going to keep using gems for this because it doesn't seem like the value is really there. Although, unfortunately, knowing how they've done these things, I don't think they're going to change it. I hope they do. I really hope they do. But yeah, the value is just not there to waste your gems on this right now, unfortunately. But I will for the sake of content, because that's why we're in the content creator program, right? So here we are. I want to showcase my run, and then I'll show you guys my builds for these people. Now we have Mythrala. She is bringing... Well, actually, let me just do the run, and I'll talk about what they're bringing. Let's do another one. Alright, so we have Geo here. We know Geo's job. It's all about that passive. He places HP burn and weaken, and then the extra damage received when the allies are attacked gets transferred back to whoever has an HP burn on, which is definitely, well, the Iron Twin here. His passive does so much damage, and he is the main source of damage for this team. He's a lot of work, does a lot of work, and it's so much fun. We also have... Let's see, Godseeker is next there. She is, of course, my reviver if needed. We have a revive with a nice little passive to pop someone back up if needed, which I don't think actually we need anymore. But she also buff extends. So we have Mythrala and Helicath in here throwing up shields. Mythrala's throwing up strength and buffs. Godseeker is extending those. So we're helping to keep everyone alive, which is really, really helpful. You cannot extend a block damage buff though, like Helicath is putting up, but between the shields and the block damage buffs, there's so much protection on this team. There just seems to be no risk of dying. It seems to be completely solid. I ran a bunch of these with no issues at all. It's been so great and so reliable. Mythrala, of course, is also cleanser. That really helps for not having to worry about having everyone with super high resistance, although we resist some of the stuff here. We're not resisting all the iron brands, but that's all right. We do have a decreased accuracy debuff going on the Iron Twin there with Geomancer, so that helps as well. Lord Chamfort, of course, is here. He puts up a decreased speed every time he's attacked, so it doesn't matter the affinity, it's placing. So that's awesome. I'm in force right now, his bad affinity, but we have no trouble keeping that decreased speed up the whole time because every time he's attacked, it just goes up. It is what it is, right? Of course, I think you can still get 3%ed with that, but again, not too common. Don't have to worry about it really. He also places decreased attack and a decreased accuracy debuff and decreased defense as well. So he's got a lot of utility. And I built him pretty tough for being a mischief target, so I just had to change out his resistance and give him more accuracy for sake of the Iron Twins. But I used to use Lord Chamfort so much for sake of Hydra. But then as we were able to provoke the Head of Decay, most of my mischief targeting kind of turned to those provokers that can also be a mischief target. So poor Lord Chamfort gets no use in my Hydra anymore, but now he has a home with the Iron Twins team. So this is a really great team. Helicath, of course, brings the block damage and shield, and he's just so helpful for helping to tank stuff like this. It's really, if you guys are having trouble beating anything like Nightmare Campaign, you're trying to finish it off, put Helicath and Ninja together or something creative like that. He is someone like Valkyrie or Helicath along with an interesting damage dealer like Ninja can help you really get through some of those crazy hard spots in like Nightmare Campaign, for example. But this is such a good team. I love it, and it seems completely solid. Now, I am recording right now and using OBS software, and whenever I record, my frame rates are a little slower. They're not the truly unlimited like they normally are when I'm just playing normally. So my time is a little slower, but this has been, you can see 137 was, like I showed, was my fastest time so far. It has not been over 2 minutes at all. This is the first over 2 minutes it's been, actually. But that's, I think, because I'm recording. And you know what? There's also the lovely streamer luck, as we call it, or I guess we'll say YouTuber luck right now. And the one time you want to record something, of course it's not going to be your fastest. It's going to be your worst, because that's how things work, right? All right, well, let's show the team. Let's show this team. Super simple, but a really solid team. Mithrala is amazing, and I don't even have masteries on her. I don't even have masteries on her, which is crazy. I did fully book her though, and I do think there's strong value here. At first I hadn't booked the A1 because I didn't feel I needed to, but the extra 20% chance to land those poisons helps you pump out more damage. It can be really, really helpful. So yeah, I definitely suggest booking her if you're going to use her here. We have her Hex here. I actually turned that skill off. I should show you guys the AI. That might help. I'll go back and show you guys the AI settings for this. The AI does matter. It's actually quite important, or else things aren't going to happen in a logical order. So we also have the Strengthen and Shield buff, which is awesome for, again, just overall survivability against the big hits that the Iron Twins are going to throw at you. And then I have Helicath, and my Helicath has a Brimstone Blessing. Hey, only a level 2, but that gives me extra HP and a 20% chance of Smite. And 20% chance of Smite, this has been so helpful in all boss content. Even a 1-star Brimstone makes a massive difference in Clan Boss, Hydra, and the Iron Twins. So it also sped up my runs for using like Bad Alcazar and Dragon. As you can see, he's got a little 1-star here as well. I'm gonna have a ton of people in Brimstone, I can promise that. But Helicath here is great. He oops, did I show? I don't even know if I showed her stats. Did I show her stats? There's her stats. She has 500 accuracy. I want more even if I can, just for the sake of arena, because that converts to resistance. But yeah, everyone I tried to get over 250 speed. I think I was able to do that, but maybe not Lord Champfort. I don't think it mattered. With him, I just have some solid stats as well. He had a lot of resistance because I think I was using him in... Hydra. But I feel like I can't remember. I had a purpose that I built him with high resistance for, and I really don't remember anymore. I want to say there was something else besides Hydra, and I actually don't remember. Oh, I know. Maybe. I think I was using him to solo something. Anyway, but yeah, he's over 200 speed as well. He should actually... Ooh, I messed up my speeds. He should be a little bit slower. Ideally, you want Helicath to be your slowest champion, so he's placing those buffs last. But between him and Mithrala, they're both placing buffs to protect the team, so I think it's all right that I actually have... Let's see. Yeah, I actually have Hero speed slower, but it's okay in this sense. It ended up being fine. I probably should switch that. I want to say I'll switch it, but you know darn well if you switch something, it's working. Don't change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Let's see here. We have Lord Champfort. He is so helpful here. He's not even maxed out gear. He's a tiny bit too slow, but it's all right. He just is. It doesn't matter because his job is getting attacked. So if he goes only in the second round, not the first, doesn't matter, he's still placed in that decreased speed because the Iron Twin is attacking him, so it's fine. And I do have plenty of accuracy on him to land. Obviously, I would want a little bit more, but it seems we should have over 550. Right, 555 I think is the target for accuracy against the Iron Twins. But I'm surprised at how easily I'm able to keep up stuff with just being around 500. So I didn't find it to be an issue personally, trying to aim for just about 500, honestly. Geomancer here, he is my main guy for damage. I do have him in Relentless boot as well. Sorry, a Relentless set. The boot I was changing out for sake of this, but then I realized I didn't need to. So he's 254 speed. I did get him nice and fast. Now this gear is great for Hydra. I've been using him for Hydra. I might use this same gear on, or similar, or some of it, on testing Assisia for Hydra, but that's another story. So he has my masteries that I use for Hydra. When it comes to Lord Champfort, I'm assuming he has... Okay, yeah, he has support masteries here because I was trying to get the counterattacks as much as possible. And I was able to get the accuracy, no problem with going down the defense tree. I kind of usually go the support tree for most cases, but this was really good for using him with a Shamel team, which is what I used to use in Hydra. So that's kind of what his masteries are. And like I mentioned, I don't remember if I showed it. You scroll back up. Helicath also has no masteries, so pump some War Master in there and probably do a little bit more. Let's see. We also had a Godseeker in Neri. So she is in a regen set to help keep her survivability up. She's our debuff extender, or sorry, our buff extender. Not a debuff extender. Same thing, above 250 speed. I didn't worry about accuracy to affect the boss because that's not an issue with the buffs on the boss for this, and that's mainly where I'm using her right now. But then I just tried to pump some survivability on her as well. And yeah, I think, is that it? I think that's it. How many people are in the damn team? Let me go back here. Oh god, go away. Let me go back here really quick and show you the AI. Still got a few more runs I can do. Okay, I didn't forget anybody. Alright, so we've got Mithrala not using her A2. It's just going to put out more buffs, which it could be, I mean, to be fair, this might actually help because it might give a little bit more damage, but I don't have like crit on Geo or anything anyway, so that's really not where the damage is coming from. It's coming from the poisons and Geo's passive. It's not coming from actual crit rate. You can see I don't have crit rate. I don't have 100% crit rate on anyone. So there's no point really to worry about that, I think, personally. I have her I had her starting with the shields. So it's okay that she's going after Helicath. Even though he's putting up the block damage, she's putting up a shield. And then Godseeker on the second turn will extend the shields. And then Helicath will put up his shield, etc. It's going to keep rotating out. And there's pretty much always a shield, right? Unless we get some funky timing because of the passive where he cleanses and like boosts. But I think we're okay. I think we're okay. The passive cleanses all the debuffs off of Iron Twins when he hits a certain threshold of damage. So if he does cleanse off the decreased speed and then you put up a buff, he is going to boost his turn meter, so it can throw your tunes out of whack a little bit, but I know there's still some ways to get around that. But alright, let's see. Let me just quickly go through the line again. Let me go in order so you guys can... I realized I was jumping around too much and I'm totally in the way. Hello, let me get out of the way. Why am I in the way? There we go. Alright. Lord Chamfort, I have starting off with his A1 just to get a decreased defense out there, hopefully. And then worrying about the decreased attack and decreased accuracy afterward. I have Geomancer not using his A2 at all. There's no reason in the Iron Twins to use that. So he's going to lead off with the HP burn and weaken right away as well. And Godseeker and Neri here, I have her starting off with her A1. That way the other people can place their important buffs first, and then she can extend them. And then Helicath we do have starting with the block damage instead of the shields, because she's going to put up a shield anyway, which I don't actually need her to put up a shield the same time as Helicath. To be fair, I could probably set the AI to start off with some poisons, but I like having a Godseeker to go next. Otherwise, it gets kind of messed up here, because she's going to have to do this first or this first, one of them. So you might as well have her extend one of the shields. Can't extend the block damage, as I mentioned, but you can at least extend the shields. So plenty of protection. This could probably be tweaked to be a little bit more optimized, like I mentioned, as far as the speeds go, or having like Helicath should be last. I changed a piece of gear on him and ended up getting him a couple speed faster that I didn't even realize. But it still works okay because, I mean, she's the same speed. He's faster. He's slow, but it's all about his passive for the biggest like help of this whole team for him. And the decreased attack doesn't hurt to have some damage mitigation against those smashes. But yeah, it's a really solid team. It's 100% consistent for me right now. Watch me do it in a fail. Just kidding. I hope not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing to use this team. I think I can use everybody in the way they are and not have to keep changing builds. At best, I might have to make a Geomancer just for this, and I might try to change the gear so he's not in my best Relentless gear if I end up using one of my Geomancers. Unless I start using Sissia. I do want to try using Sissia and Hydra. But for now, we're going to keep using Geo. I don't have Sissia ready yet. Plus, my Geo has a 3-star blessing, so he has cruelty to help the rest of the team be able to do more damage overall. Decreasing the defense of the Iron Twins will also help the procs of War Master be bigger. Or do more damage, sorry. And then we have Smite, Brimstone Blessing with Helicath. It just makes such a big difference. I couldn't believe how much faster. It was like, I think before I added the Brimstone Blessing, it was like 2.5, 3 minutes. And now it's usually under 2 minutes so far, except when I'm recording, apparently, because that's how it works. But hope you guys like this team. I hope you like to see our variations of what's working for us for things like the Iron Twins here. Full auto, all affinities, this has worked. And I think it's solid. I think it's the team I'm going to stick to for now. They have not said they're going to nerf block damage, guys, so don't start yelling at me in the comments for that. They said they're just nerfing unkillable with the fact of one-man unkillable teams. So I think they're trying to work out how to do that exactly to where it doesn't kill all the interesting comps that people are creating involving like an unkillable team, but with a whole team versus one person. So we'll have to see what they do there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in the next video.